African continent. Let us pray before we start. In the name of the Lord, Father, we glorify your name today that every one of us are awake and alive. Those who could not make it, may their soul rest in peace. Father, I want to hand everybody over to you to bless and take care. Those in a hardship now, those suffering, those in the prison for what they don't know about, those who cannot afford their 3 square meal, Lord, I call upon you to put meal on their table. Those searching for greener pastures, those who are looking for job, Father, give them job. Father, I am handing the whole world over to you, especially where there is war zone. Bring peace all over the world. My people, I have asked God to bless you, and you're blessed as you're watching. Wherever you are right now, invite your friends. Share so that we can discuss. Because this is the voice that talks for the common man who cannot talk. This is the voice that ordained to speak for you. This is the voice that speaks what you are supposed to hear, which is hidden. Now let's go. The first topic today, it's my country, Nigeria. The latest now is about Abdul Rashid Maina, the ex-pension boss who is reinstated back to job. Well, about Maina Rashid, Abdul Rashid Maina. You see, we said we are fighting corruption. This case of this man, Abdul Rashid Maina, his case is very fragile. I think the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is using a strategy there, even though he does other things which are not good. Reinstating Abdul Rashid Maina is a trick. Let us hear from Abdul Rashid Maina, because if he opens up, we are going to hear more than we are supposed to hear. We are going to hear what we are not supposed to hear. All the politicians and all the people in charge of the government of Nigeria are all thieves. Call them thieves. And whenever anyone wants to expose them, they will be on the journey to kill that person. Having followed up this minor episode, according to investigation, what is going on is that they want to kill him so that more secrets will not be revealed. Many in the leadership are involved in Abdul Rashid Maina's matter. And this is why they want to kill him. You people should pray they shouldn't kill him, just like these days all eyes was on Evans, the kidnapper. If it is before, he will be wasted and the case dies. But don't forget that Evans, the kidnapper, has not even really opened mouth. If he opens mouth, a lot of prominent men are involved. This is how it is. Maina's case, a lot of prominent figures are involved. And they want to kill him so that there will be no exposure. So Nigerians, the case of Abdul Rashid Maina is very fragile. Reinstating him means something. It has nothing to do politically. This time, President Muhammadu Buhari has a trick there. Normally, because he sent people to kill, soldiers to kill people, that is the wrong side of him. But there are some areas Muhammadu Buhari does good. But what I want to say in his government is that he should remove sentiment. Because I have been so angry that the case of Sambo Dasuki has not been tried up till now. This is the issue. This is another problem Nigeria is having. They have to let the law exist according to how it is in the constitution. That when somebody is arrested, within 24 hours to 48 hours, he will be tried. Dumping people in the prison, detention does not bring us anything. Your 4 years is almost rounding up. So we want to see the achievement of this change promised. We only hear billion, recently recovered. It's a strategy, but let's hope that this recovering is real. But let Abdul Rashid Maina open mouth. He has to open mouth because there's a lot of people involved in that saga, this pensioner saga. But you are a cause if you are among those that has looted the money of the pensioners who has worked for years, suffered for the nation. You now steal their money. You are already in hellfire because you don't know what it takes them to suffer for the nation for so many years. At the end of the day, their time for pension you don't pay. You have to release their money. And whoever amongst you that stole pensioners' money, you will die untimely death because these people are suffering. This is Nigeria for you. Do you know why after every election there will be increment, either by increasing the petrol or the seaport custom duties and all the rest of it? Do you know? Let me tell you. The reason why they increase all these things is to compensate their sponsors. Because there are people who sponsor these elections. And I can mention their names if you wouldn't mind. So corruption in Nigeria cannot die. You will only cool it. It's a virus. After killing it, the symptoms will always appear. The corruption started from the grassroots to the top. That is why if you are vocal, if you're a radical talker like me, your life is in danger. And this is why most of them, you either join them or you run away. If you try to expose them, look at what happened to Nuhu Ribadu those days of EFCC. They wanted to kill him because he was exposing them. That is why you cannot succeed eradicating corruption in Africa. You rather cool it. So if you will notice somebody is corrupt, and because of the little bribe he gives you, you start praising him, because Africa is a place criminals are being celebrated. Criminals are being celebrated in Africa. If you want to become honored as a criminal, if you're in Europe, go back to Africa. You'll be celebrated no matter how you got the money. If somebody like Jacob Zuma, of the president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, could come to Nigeria, a governor in one part of Nigeria, Imo State, will now erect his statue for the people of Imo State to be worshipping. You know what it means? I learned the governor's name is Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha erected the monument of a high corrupt president known by his own countrymen. I mean, Jacob Zuma. It's a big insult and a big slap on Nigeria, not only the Imo State alone. Who gave him the audacity to do that? We have a lot of heroes that we should mount their monument. People like Des Samon Bakwe and all the rest of them. So President Buhari, you see that in your leadership, you have, crooks who don't even like you. Rochas has indirectly proved to you that you're nobody. This is Nigeria. You see, this APC government is exposing a whole lot of secret things. The more we blame them, the more secret of the leadership is coming out. My dear brothers, which way, how do we get further in Africa? Now let me tell you, the leadership of Africa, why it is how it is. The youngest, last time I told you, the youngest in the 21 African countries is 70 years. 70 years. The youngest. And so by 70 years. Tell me what a 70 years man. Then the oldest is 93. That is President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe. Is 94 or 93 or 94. Approaching. Do you get it clear? So, if you look at it, these people, their brain is no more digital. While we are living in a digital world, their brain is analog. And that is what you see in Africa. Tell me in a Western world where 94 years man is still ruling. Austria is now, they have 31 years young man. France 39 or 34. I mean 38. Tell me in which African country you have a 50 years president, or even 40, 50 or 40. Nowhere. These are the things we shall raise all our voice to eradicate. Look at Paul Biya. Paul Biya is 80. Where is Paul Biya? Where is his own position? Paul Biya is 84. Compare to your grandfather and see the life of your grandfather, how your grandfather in the village is behaving. That will prove to you what these people are up to. They are setting Africa backwards. So what we have to do is to discuss about this, their tyranny and dictatorship. People like Paul Biya have to go, and a lot of them, because looking at the list here, it is painful. Nana Akufo-Addo, Ghana, is 72. Well, it is your choice. But Theodore Obiang, Equatorial Guinea, 74. 74 years. Jacob Zuma, 74 years. Why should we continue living these old cabals to be setting us backwards? It is time we should vote them. Time when they come out to campaign or for election, don't vote. Stay at home and eat your food and enjoy your life. So that let them know that they are no more wanted. Because they are doing nothing. They only travel around, embezzle our money, enjoy our young girls that are made for young men. Do you understand me? So this is things we all have to go into. Now look at, they are using Abdurrashid Maina in Nigeria to divert attention. This is not normal. Abdurrashid Maina should come up and open mouth. Reinstating him is not the issue. Let it not be a diversion of attention. There's a lot of criminals that their cases has not been tried. Former NNPC boss, the one they recovered money in Kano, Dominic Yakubu. How about him? What about the money recovered in Ikoyi? $45 million. Where is it? Now, the IPOB members detained. When are you going to try their case? When are you going to try them? Is detention facility their home? When somebody commits crime or any offense, he has to be brought to the court and be tried. After trying, you sentence the person so that the time will start running. Detention facility in Africa is semi-hell. It is made in other countries as a rehabilitation center. But in Africa, going to prison is a course. You have already started your hell while in the planet Earth. Please, dear President Muhammadu Buhari, order your people to start trying people in detention. People are just wasting there for nothing. And let me tell you, the prison in Africa is only for the poor masses. You don't see big men in the prison. You do not see big men in the prison. President Muhammadu Buhari, please detain all these big men who are criminals. Bring them there, judge them, and give them jail sentence. Don't because of some of these criminals are members of your party. If they are from PDP, arrest them. They are APC, do it. A party is a vehicle to bring you to your destination. You have arrived your destination through APC. Let us see what you promised you will do. A lot of criminals are hovering around, traveling everywhere with their passport. And what we hear every day on the news is recovered loot. Nobody has been sentenced. Nobody has been jailed. We are fed up of the whole shit. So, please, President Muhammadu Buhari, not sending troops to go and kill innocent protesters like as Paul Biya is doing in Cameroon. That is not what is called leadership. Look at how many people that have been killed in southern Cameroon just because of power, because you are giving gun. Children are not attending school at all. And anybody they capture, they put in prison. What are the AU for? Why are you people announcing you have AU? You cannot discipline any African leader. This is how you people were there. They came in and killed Gaddafi. Because Gaddafi wanted Africa to be in unity, for Africa to have one currency, for Africa to be doing things on their own. Every year you people are celebrating independence. Shame to you African leaders. I say shame to you. Do you know the funniest thing? We in diaspora, the little we can manage from our hard work and everything we do, we bring hard currency back home. You will return it back to the people we collected it from. What a disastrous and shame leadership. What a disastrous. Is Africa a cause? Are you people cursed? That's my question. Look at your citizens. They come here and import toxic waste, scrap. You are not even thinking of development. Look at China. China has come now back to colonize you people. China is back to recolonize Africa with their fake products. And you worship them with their fake products. When you cannot start manufacturing your own. Alright? Nigeria keep banning things. You ban things you cannot even produce. You don't have enough food, but you ban food products imported from foreign country. You give license by name, by looking faces. You give importation license. You people gave Dangote importation license because you hide under Dangote. I talk with facts. You politicians, you leaders in Nigeria hide under Dangote, and that's why you people gave only Dangote license for every importation. The southeastern businessmen, you withdrew their license. You see, when God wants to expose evil people, he uses a lot of things to expose them. If you did not attack an Igbo man is not interested in business. In politics. They are business people. But you left your political area and went and attacked their business. This is why they woke up to start politics. And now they are about to start politics. They are going to deal with you. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem of Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem. IPOB, isn't Nnamdi Kanu to be seen anymore? But IPOB they are born. They are there. You can't change it. Just like you cannot eradicate Boko Haram. When something starts at the beginning, work on it hard. The same way I'm talking about Nigeria, so I'm talking about Cameroon. The southern Cameroon, Nigerians, Biafrans, Igbos, whatever you call it, know that southern Cameroonians are our brothers. Due to mismanagement of colonialism, they sold them out of the area they are from. So if you receive 40,000 refugees, it's small. I'm expecting you people to receive 1 million refugees from southern Cameroon. Instead of to go there to make sure you make peace, you start receiving, see you Nigeria to receive refugees. When you have your own internal refugee that cannot afford the 3 square meters, you are receiving, I saw you announcing on television, you are receiving 40,000 refugees. Why don't you go and talk to that president to change his strategy? Just like as the Southeasterners are being marginalized, as they speak out, the next thing is to send military men to start killing them. And you nickname. I never knew our military changed the name. I never knew they are now pythons. Now, over the whole media, what we are now hearing is Abdul Rashid Maina. Abdul Rashid Maina. Abdul Rashid Maina. How long shall we be messing ourselves up? Those who are stealing in your government, President Muhammad Buhari. Those who are still in your leadership. Call them and let us know that you are really fighting corruption. The guy in AFCC, Ibrahim Magu, is ready for action. But you people are paralyzing him. He is not my friend. None of you can be my friend. But whoever is moving, I know that if this Abdul Rashid Maina opens mouth, it could even affect the major people in the government. Who is cheating who? Who is gambling who? Corruption everywhere. Last time, a container load of ammunition was captured. Pump action. You now referring it to IPOB. What could pump action do for anybody who want to fight war? Pump action is a hunting gun, which I have one of it. It is 5 or 6 round bullet. What can you do with it? Let us stop lying. Let us stop deceiving ourselves, because it does not bring us further, rather backwards. The issue of secession is ongoing. The fact is that Nigeria did not understand that IPOB originated from diaspora. That is why you can't stop IPOB. You can stop the ones in Nigeria, in the soil of Nigeria, but the one of the ones diaspora, they finance it with their hard-earned salary, which means they are determined. I have always speak for dialogue, and I love dialogue. But some people are misunderstanding me when I say dialogue. Dialogue is the best solution for peace. Now, Anambra State, look at what is happening in Anambra. During campaign, they don't see anybody there in Anambra. In Anambra State, nobody. Those days, during campaign rally, you see crowd jubilating. Have you seen that the people have got awareness? People are being civilized now. You can't fool the people forever. You can fool them temporarily, but not forever. The IPOB leader has more supporters than even the governors. I'm watching it. I'm there watching. They have said no voting, no election come November 18. And they mean it. So let's see who will now ask for dialogue. Let us watch. We are watching. We are the referees. We are by the corner watching as a referees. Okay? So your voice, not gone are the days of writing. Nobody reads anymore. People like now hearing it raw, like I'm throwing it raw. I remember last time they said they have awarded second Niger bridge $20 billion or 2 billion. You know their money, they don't call Nigerian money anymore. Even in fact, they don't call Naira again. It's only billion, no more million. Even people who steal there, they don't steal million anymore. Million is a baby change. We don't even have millionaire anymore. What we are talking about now is billionaires. What did you do to become a billionaire? Just common politicians who are supposed to be like a civil servant, appointed posts, is counted among the billionaires. Get to London. I will show you their houses. None of them who don't have property abroad. Mention one African leader who does not have foreign account. Mention one African leader who does not have foreign property. Give me the name. If not, which I don't know, if John Pemba Magufuli of Tanzania will later change. This is the only person now trying to bring a little change in the bad leadership and bad governance of Sub-Saharan. That's the only person for the moment. This visit, Jacob Zuma visited Nigeria. You don't know if he has brought his corrupt money over there. Wally Rocha Sokorocha will bring his to South Africa. That's their program. Arranging on it. This is how they operate. They have branches all over the world. They know each other. In fact, in foreign land, they have who welcomes them. They have their co-thieves. So our problem is not the Westerners. It's our leaders. It's our problem. The most suffering in a planet where the rich get richer. And these riches you see are just gigantic thieves. The most people in the prison are people who stole banana or mango or mobile phone. They are the casualties. They will pick them and put in detention and start torturing. This is a modern slavery. Some people are in that prison in several countries, like Ghana. Ghana has one of the worst prison. Going to prison in Ghana is like you are already sent to hell. Let me tell you what it is in Western world. Prison is a rehabilitation center where you rehabilitate bad character, reform actuary. I don't support crime, but they're also human beings. They should be treated and revive them and bring them back to the society. I am not a friend to Sambo Dasuki or a friend to the prisoners. As a voice of the voiceless, I have to speak. Everybody is now asking, when are you going to try Sambo Dasuki? Of which offense he committed? When are you going to try El Zazaki? When are you going to try Madubugu of IPOB and his colleagues? When are you going to release other IPOB members in various facilities in Nigeria? Just they are protesting. You now label them terrorists. In which part of the world have you named non-armed person as a terrorist because he's speaking? Of course, I might be terrorizing you people with my voice. People cannot eat 3 square meal in the giant of Africa, Nigeria, and you claim you're giant of Africa. The millions you're stealing can help over 2 point something or 100 and something million Nigerians. Let's assume you start giving every university graduate 1.5 million to start up something, or every school cert holder who just passed out of the school, now you have to start up something, or you build factories, or you give them scholarships to go and study, learn something and come to develop Nigeria. You won't do it. Buhari will go out, the next person will come in, the same program. When are we going to wake up from our slumber? That is the question. Now, as I'm talking now, some people are on the way, Sahara Desert, direction Libya to Europe, and they will end up in Mediterranean Sea. That is suicide mode. They will die in the high sea. Some are dying out of sun on the Sahara Desert. These are victims of poverty in Africa. These are victims of poverty in Africa. In every part of the world, our women are being used as sex slaves. Go to United Arab Emirates. You will see our brothers being misled, deceived. They will even pay 1.something million naira to go there, promised of job on getting there. Look at, they will even live in a mud place in the United Emirates. More better, more worse than where they are coming from. How do we eradicate this? We must eradicate this by the bad leaders. I am in support of revolution. That is my own. Secession cannot bring nothing, because the same criminals will get involved in the new country called Biafra, or the new country called Amazonia. Revolution is the best to wipe off this bad eggs, to wipe them off this planet, just like the Arab Spring. Revolution is the answer. My fellow young generation, revolution is the answer. You will recall my word one day, because this suffering is getting out of hand. Every day I receive calls, send me money. When will I save my own money? When I keep sending, when will I save for myself, since I came to oversee? Because I don't like hearing people crying pains, especially if you say you are hungry. I can't do it alone. You and me can do it. Let us thank Mark Zuckerberg for giving us this platform to bring awareness to those who don't know. That you are a northerner does not make you a safe home. That you are a southwest does not make you a safe home. Because these people just bear the name, but you are suffering. You are suffering and smiling. Supporting them. Stop supporting these evil people. They are using you and me. Don't go to fight for them. During the election, don't go to vote for any of them. Don't vote. You have been voting. Did you ask do you think your vote counts? They do their thing, cabal. Whoever is going to take over Nigeria, if Buhari is not coming out, is known. So you are just a victim of circumstance. So stop giving them support. We are giving them the opportunity to slave us, to enslave us. We are giving them that opportunity. And this opportunity has to stop. Come 2019, it's going to be tough. It is going to be a tough race. And let me tell you, as a visionist as well, take note, this is a serious section of my speech. From December to March next year, Nigeria will be losing 3 prominent figures. I saw this in my vision. 3 prominent figures. Take note of it. From December to March, if not by November, 3 high-profile figures will leave the planet. They will die. 3. In my next program, I might give you their names. Their names are coming out. They will die. So it is time for them to start to repent now, because death is knocking at their doors. Mark it, November to March, high-profile Nigerians will die. High profile, because they see me and you as low profile. We are even 0% citizens. We are nobody. They are high profile, but they will die by starting from January, starting from November. As a visionist, they show me this. 3 prominent, strong, high profile will die. My own is not like building a cathedral. You know, what is happening in Cameroon, I said it. I said it already. The video is always there. Go to my profile, recall it, check the date. Mine, I give you date. Today, you know the date is 27/10 of 2017. Take note. You will call the voice of the voiceless. Say, come and vision for us. Yes. I do not build cathedral. But this is going to happen. It is there. It is signed. 3 high profile will live. Calling me or writing me inbox is not in my hand. It's in God's hand. It is signed. These people will leave. So when you wake up in the morning, pray. Except we pray, and if they hear me, if you know you've been doing evil, as a high profile, start now to pray. It could be you, but you may not know it's you. Some may say this social media talkers, they have started. From November to March, Nigeria will lose 3 high profile. Share the video, say, I said, I'm not a pastor, I'm a visionist and an activist. Being a visionist, you must be born. God, it will be inside you. So you don't joke with our speeches. You therefore change if you are in leadership and you are, your hands has been soaked with blood. And that's why your death is always like a rat. So you die, going to die, it is people like us, they show it. And the people I'm talking about, maybe they are preparing to go, they know. My fans, don't forget this time. You will call and say, wow, I don't have to come and open church and fake people. The word of God is free. You know, message is free. Any pastor that pray for you and say, give me money or do this is a criminal. Because the word of God is not his property. God gave it to him. If it is real, God gives you to go and send the message out. Yes. And let me tell you, religion has finished us. Religion has finished us. You know why? Churches now are well furnished. For you to know the difference, the prominent people stay in the front. Down backwards is the poor people. And you know, most people who are the victim of these churches are the poor masses. Stop going to look for miracle. Ask God to show you the way than going to the man you're seeking miracle for. You're giving your little that you can use to you will use to feed your children. The shoes they wear is expensive than yours. Go to the Bible. Did you see the kind of shoe Jesus wear? Did you see Jesus with private jets? Did you hear that Jesus has a school of his own, or hospital of his own, or mansion? Stop deceiving yourself, Christians. Your pastors are politicians. And that's why they do not speak, because they are involved. They are committed. Your imams are involved in politics. If you're a Muslim, the imams are involved. They decide. You see, these two religions, they decide what is in the leadership. You see, pastors and the imams, they are the people that decides what these criminals are doing. As far as this imam support, the pastor support, and these are prominent pastors. Do you understand me? The white man brought religion in Africa and dropped it and brainwash you people. You start killing yourself because of religion. Let me tell you, I don't want to know your religion. I want to know who you are. Who you are is what is important to me, not your religion. That you're a Muslim means nothing for me. You are a Christian means nothing. You're Orthodox or you're a pagan. It means who I want to know is who are you. And Africa will start surviving when they remove religion in their leadership. Am I communicating? Yes. When they remove religion in their leadership, then you find out, because religion brought us, separated us, brought tribalism inside us. An average Christian will say this is Muslim is not a good, Islam is not a good religion. An average Muslim will say Christians are this and that. I'm not a party to that. Please spare me. When I pray here, I pray for everybody. Be you a Muslim, be you a Christian, be you an Orthodox, be you a Hindu, be you a Buddhist, whatever. My prayer is for everybody. So whatever you feel that will bring Africa further, contribute to that. Now, in Africa, a particular family, a particular tribe are born to rule. If you look at Kenya, for example, Kenya, do you know that in Kenya, Kenya has two particular tribes that rules Kenya, and two particular family. I can tell you who will take over when Uhuru Kenyatta's term is finished. I'm not a Kenyan, but we know the program. Kenya does rotational leadership within them. Just like Uganda, Museveni don't want to step down, but if he steps down, he must be, Besigye will not sit. You know, the Besigye cannot be the president of Uganda. Since after Idi Amin, this has been there. Just like Nigeria, if a Northerner or Southwest don't rule, the rest cannot rule. Is that how leadership is supposed to be? It is not so. We can change it. How do we change it? Revolution, by saying no to this. If not, your generation, it will be a curse. Like we see Africa as a curse. It's how it's going to be. Generation, it will continue. And we will keep running abroad, going to enslave ourselves in other people's country. Yeah. Do you know that Africans were intelligent? We are born great. It's a blessed land where you don't get earthquake, where you don't get natural disaster. A blessed place. If every African leader decide to invest in African soil without taking the money out to a foreign land where he will make a safe haven when he steps down, do you think our citizens will be going abroad? Let me set example with Libya. Do you know what is happening in Libya today? They are regretting killing Gaddafi. They are regretting the death of Gaddafi. But he promised them, he told them, you will kill me, but you will regret. You will suffer. Gaddafi turned a desert to an ocean. They didn't have ocean. He turned desert to ocean. He made it possible that every Libyan citizen has accommodation. He made it possible that after your education, you may have a job. They never drove old cars. They weren't hungry. But do you know who comes to collect the Mazda and all the rest of toxic scrap wasted cars are the Libyans now. The Libyans comes to Europe to buy dead scrap cars. What a wonderful world. They now seek political asylum, which was not possible. They now seek political asylum abroad, a Libyan. I could remember those days. It was hard. Any Libyan you see anywhere, Gaddafi have sent him to go and study. But today they are political refugees in Europe. I know some that I could invite to my program. What a pity. What a pity. We are killing ourselves through our enemies. Our enemies enters us through our brothers and sisters. Some will come to Africa and take their sisters and tell them you will have a good life in Asian country. Some are in Kuwait, enslaved, turned even to sex slave with the exception of the job they are called to do. And our leaders are not saying anything about it. There's a lady who wrote me an inbox. Tell me, brother, if you can tell people to contribute, let me come back to Africa. Just money to return back. I don't need anything. I get all these things inbox because they cannot expose it. Your leader is talking nothing. As far as your leader is comfortable, they call themselves first citizens. First lady, the first citizen of the country. But they don't care of you. They don't care about you. All right? Do you remember Gaddafi's aircraft made every poor African in every part of Europe were able to go home? Air Afrique. I flew to Air Afrique for 300 euro to Nigeria. Those days. But it's no more. They had seaports, they had ships. Today, they killed him, everything died off. We don't like good thing. So, it is up to us now to utilize this platform for educative lecture. Stop coming here to insult people or to gossip people or to show nakedness of your body, especially our ladies. When you finish exposing your private body, which will be the holiness of why a man is coming after you. An African woman is epitome of beauty. If you're coming to social media, use it for something useful to bring awareness, because we are backwards. We are backwards. Before, Africa was richer than China. But today, China is even borrowing money to America. Why wouldn't it happen in Africa in our time? Let us witness a bit of it before we die. This is, go to every part of the world, you must see an African. Every part of the world, you must see an African. And this African is either suffering or is being misused. And it doesn't touch any one of our leaders. As far as they have bought a house abroad, they are comfortable. Look at how stupid they are. They think that these people praises them. They don't praise you. They see you as a stupid person. Any African leader who buys property abroad is a stupid leader. Because no Westerner is coming to build his palace in Lagos, or in Kampala, or in Nairobi, or in Douala, or in Togo, or Niger, or no, they don't, because they are wise. But your leaders will steal your money. Look. If you get to, they use Switzerland as an account. They invest in properties in London and America. Australia is too far for them. They don't go there. They don't commonly go to Australia because it's almost 20 hours journey. This is it. So we will continue fighting, talking, writing. Whichever weapon you can use it. Let us create awareness. It has been a very lovely Friday. I want to wish every one of you, those of you about to join aircraft now, safe journey. Those of you about to join the ship to cross the border or to be on holiday, safe journey. Those about to start a new program, good luck. Those that are going to celebrate marriage today, I wish you a happy wedlock and a happy home. Those that are about to go to court by next month, consider your release. Consider your release. Those searching for resident permit, as for them to have legitimate residence, go and pick it. God has blessed it through my mouth. I want to assure you all that God loves the poor people, not only the rich. So, it is well with you. I want to drop so far here. We'll be meeting again in this platform by next week, Friday. But in case of emergency, I might come online. May God bless and each and every one of you that has always been supporting me, that has been appearing in my program, that have made your time to listen and share. Those of you that are sharing it, you are the most important people in my life that are contributing to this journey. I respect you and I thank you all. May God bless you. I would like to sign off now. Bye-bye. We shall meet again. May the peace of the Lord be with you. Have a very solid and peacefully and lovely weekend. Bye for now. Bye to you all. Bye.